Good morning, students. Moving ahead with our chapter 11, If I Were You, in this play. Now we will continue with in the part 2. Let us begin part 2 of this chapter. Now let us begin with our play. Gerard, you seem to have taken a considerable amount of trouble since you know so much about me. Won't you say something about yourself? You have been so modest. See what Gerard says over here to the intruder that had gone through a lots of trouble to get all the information about Gerard, and he also say as the intruder knew all a lot of thing about him, so he should disclose some of the details to himself also. He added that the intruder had been reserved and had not talked much about himself, so he said, you have been so modest. Intruder, I could tell you plenty. You think you are smart, but I am the top of the class around here. I have got brains and I use them. That's how I have got where I have. See what the intruder said, that he had to talk a lot about himself, but in the case of Gerard, he thought that himself to be a very smart, and he had a brain, and he can use his brain for his intelligence to achieve to know about the things. So that is how I have got where I have over here. He said like this way, intruder, Gerard, and where precisely have you got? I didn't require a great brain to break my into my little cottage. See what he said, Gerard, that the man had just broken into a small cottage. He came over here in a little cottage, which was not such a big one. Also, and it's not a bigger deal, and did not require. They don't need any type of intelligence for it. Intruder, when you know why I have broken into your little cottage, you will be surprised, and it won't be pleasant surprise. See what he said? Okay, the reason of coming to your place, this little cottage, would shock you. He said to Gerard. Gerard, with your figuring so largely in it, that is understandable. By the way, what particular line of crime do you embrace, or aren't you a specialist? See what Gerard said, that replying that embrace means what, they accept it. He said by seeing the your behavior, he came to know that the reason of entering to my place and would be shocking to me. And then also he inquired that about the crime that yeah, you are specialist in. My specialty, jewel robbery. See what he said, I am special in jewels robbery. Your car will do me a treat. It's certainly a dainty bus, means stylish bus. So I'm famous for I'm special for my jewel robbery, and he said that Gerard car would be a gift for him. Why? Because it was very stylish. Gerard, I am afraid jewels are few and far between in the wilds of Essex. See what he said, that that in Essex jewels are very hardly found. You will not find much over here. And he also said the intro to visit the area, that he would not find any of the jewels over there. Intruder, so are the cops. I can retire here nicely for a little while. See what he said, I can stay over here, I can live here with him. And he commented that decision was certain and it was not invited. See what he said, that he wants to as intruder, what he said, just like jewels, and cop were also scared in Essex, and so he can live very peacefully over here. And Gerard, you mean to live with me? A trifle sudden, isn't it? You have not been invited. See what do you mean to live with me? And you are not invited to stay with me. So you have come, you have taken your decision as sudden, and you wanted to live with me, and but you had not invited the intruder to live with him. Intruder, you won't be here long, so I didn't trouble to ask. See what intruder replied that did not take a trouble to ask permission from Gerard. Why? Because he won't be there for a long time. What do you mean? Gerard said this. So what this Gerard said, what do you mean by this intruder? This is your big surprise. I'm going to kill you. See what he said? It will be a very big surprise for you that I'm going to kill you. Gerard, a little harsh, isn't it? Don't you seem so? It's a harsh. It sounds very harshly. Intruder, with a heavy sarcasm, hey, I'll be sorry to do it. I have taken a fancy to you, but it's just got to be done. See what intruder replied that it's sarcastically that it would be sorry to do that. Why? Because he had developed a liking for him. Gerard, why add murder to your other crimes? It's a grave step you have taken. So, see, Gerard said that killing a person is really a very serious crime, and he advised not to do so to intruder. Intruder, I am taking it for fun. See what he said? I am going to do this for a fun. And I have been hunted long enough. See, I am being hunted by the police. They are chasing me, and I want it for murder already. See what he said? I have already murdered a person, and they can't hang me twice. And see, if I have murdered one person, and the punishment would be remain the same only. So they are not going to hang me for twice to murder another person. Gerard, you are planning a gratuitous means what done without reason. You are planning with a gratuitous double. So, to speak, admitted you have nothing to lose, but what have you to gain? See, you are planning what he said that it does not meant that intruder was planning to murder him without any reason, and he also agreed that what intruder would not lose anything to ask than it would get him by killing him. So he wanted to know the reason why he want to kill him, Gerard. Intruder, I have got freedom to gain. See what he said? I have freedom to gain. As for myself, I am a poor hunted rat. As ventured Charles Gerard, I am free to go places and do nothing. I can eat well and sleep, and without having to be ready and to beat it at the sight of a cop. See, beat it to leave immediately. So, see, intruder replied to that in return for killing you, killing Gerard, it would get a freedom for him. And as he has also committed a murder, so police are chasing him. So he was hiding like a rat. And upon this stealing, he can have your identity of Vincent Charles Gerard. So he can live a very life which is full of freedom and could go to any place, eat or sleep without having any fear by of the police. That, so he was very freely he can live his life. Gerard, in most melodrama, the villain is foolish enough to delay his killing long enough to be frustrated. You are much luckier. See what he said. Gerard committed that in many dramatic plays, when we find that villains are shown to be a foolish persons and they are being delayed to kill, eventually they get frustrated due to a delay. And see, he would commit some kind of a foolish act also, you might, and get trapped also. So, intruder was luckier than such type of a villain, he says. Intruder, I'm okay. I have got a reason for everything to be Vincent Charles Gerard. See, I have got to know what he talks like. Now I know that posh stuff. Posh stuff means what? Richie Shovey. Stuff comes easy. This is Mr. VC Gerard speaking. Pantomime means what? Mime. To mime or to copy someone. Or phoning in imitating cultural voice. And that's not all. He stands up. Get up a minute. Gerard stands. Now take a look at me. See what intruders replied that he was very fine. Why? Because he was doing all for the one type of reason. He wanted to steal the identity of Vincent Charles Gerard. Why he enacted like Gerard's style of speaking in a phone when he learned that. And also the intruder he mimed Gerard's and also asked him to was his how was his performance. Gerard, you are not particularly decorative. See what he said? You are not acting very much attractive, not decoratively, Gerard said. Intruder, no, well, that goes for you too. I have only got to wear spectacles and I'll be enough like you to get away with it. See what he said? I just need to wear spectacles. Then I'll be like you only. That is missing in it. Gerard, what about your clothes? They'll let you down if you are not careful. See, he asked also, Gerard asked the intruder that he do about his what do you do about your clothes? His dress also makes lots of difference and what not like him could put him might put him in the trouble. Intruder, that will be all right. Yours will fit me. He said it's fine. Your clothes will fit me. Gerard, that is extremely interesting, but you seem to miss the point of my remark. I said you were luckier than most melodramatic villain. It was not a tribute to your intelligence. You won't kill me for a very good reason. See what he said, that is very interestingly, but it seemed to miss the point. You have missed the point of my remark. What I mean to say that you are luckier than most of melodramatic villains. So it would not tribute you to your intelligence. You won't kill me for a very good reason. You know, not going to kill me for any reason. So see, it is intelligent. He wanted to say that he would not kill him until he had a major reason to do so. Tribute means to show some type of respect or gratitude. Intruder. So that's what you think. He said, okay, that what was Gerard thought. Gerard, you let me go, and thank God you didn't shoot sooner. See, Gerard said that you would leave him alone, and he thanked God also that that the man had not shot him at that time at that moment. Intruder, come on. What's on your mind? Better be quick. This conversation bores me. See what is in your mind. Intruder said to Gerard that what is in your mind. Let me know. So this all this type of conversation is boring me. It bores me. Intruder, uh, sorry Gerard. Your idea is to elude the police by killing me and taking on my identity. Elude means what to escape. Gerard said that Intruder's plan was to escape the police by killing Gerard and stealing his identity. Intruder, yes, I like the idea. He said, yeah, confirmed. I liked your idea, your plan. Gerard, but are you sure it's going to help you? He said, are you sure that it's going to help you out to escape from the police? Intruder, now listen here. I have got this all planned. I did a job in the town. Things went wrong and I killed a cop. Since then, I have done nothing but dodge. See, dodge means to avoid someone. Here, the police, to avoid from the police. So, intruder said, I have a good plan, and he was working, he had done the job in the town, and something went wrong over there, and he killed the cop. And since that, they've done nothing but dodging or running away from the police. Gerard, and this is where dodging has brought you. So this is the where you are have reached this cottage and running from the police. Intruder, it brought me to Aylesbury. That's where I saw you in the car. See, it brought me to a town which is called Aylesbury, and there, where I saw you and started to talk. See, when I saw you, two persons who were standing there, they saw you and they were started to talk, and I listened and I have heard everything, and it looked like you are a bit queer. She said, I thought that you are a little bit a queer also person. Queer means very strange person, like a mystery man. You are very strange and mysterious. Gerard, a mystery which I propose to explain. See what he said, that he could explain the mystery that surrounded him, that was being talked about him. Intruder, disregarding him, your you phone your orders and sometimes you go away suddenly and come back just the same. Those are just the thing I want to do. Hearing about you was one of my luckiest breakup. See what the intruder said, that Gerard's request, and continued his speech. He said that Gerard would order things over the phone and would go away and he would come back suddenly at the moment, and he would do such type of things that he would be lucky to know about you from about the Gerard. Gerard, apparently you haven't the intelligence to ask why I am invested in this clock of mystery. See, he said investment taken up, adapted to this clock means scape, this type of robbers. He said that to the intruder that you're not intelligent to guess that what's this, all this. I'm surrounded by this, the air of what type of mystery it is. I hope that you all have understood till here. In the next part, we will continue our play.